Welcome to our daily Forex market analysis, and this is for trading on May the 28th, 2021. Just a quick disclaimer here before we get started. This is for educational purposes only. Trading is a risky business, so please be careful with your money. As usual, we'll start off by taking a look at our calendar here. So in terms of news coming up on Friday, we have a lot of data, but nothing critical here. We do have trade balance numbers here for the US, and they're moving in the wrong direction. Chicago PMI numbers are important actually, and PMI numbers looks like it's supposed to drop a bit. But if the numbers come in higher than expected, that would be a good sign for the stock markets. And we may actually see the US dollar go in the opposite direction. Consumer sentiment numbers, again, with the economy opening up, sentiment numbers should be coming in as expected or higher than expected. That will be, again, a positive sign for the stock market. So we will keep an eye on that. And let's go on to our charts here. We'll start off with euro dollar. With this one here, we have a neutral candle close. So we saw a drop and now price went and retested. So it pulled back, and with this one here, if it holds below 1.22, we are still looking for that move to the downside. So right now, neutral to bearish bias here, and our target would be a 1.2160 and 1.2130 is the second target. So neutral to bearish bias here for euro dollar. Pound here, pound bounced off of the support level as we had discussed yesterday. Pound has been trading in a range here and came into the support just like previously here. Last time it was here, it bounced off, and now we are right into this resistance level. So this is where we have to be careful. So overall, this is still in an uptrend. So if it breaks out, then we are looking for this continuation of this move higher. So right now, neutral to bullish bias. The concern would be, though, we are right into resistance, which means price could turn around and come back into the range. So I would be careful with the resistance level at 1.4225. If it holds below, then we're looking for a move back towards the bottom of the range. But bias here is neutral to bullish. And if we get a breakout here, then we are looking for an extension of that bullish move. So we're looking at 1.4250 and potentially 1.4270. So neutral to bullish bias here. And then, so 1.4270. And then above that, we have 1.43. Sorry, excuse me, 1.4350. So neutral to bullish. It only turns bullish once we go through the resistance. So we have to be very careful about 1.4225 level here, which is the resistance level. If it fails here, we are back into the resistance, or sorry, we're back into the range again. So watch out for that, but neutral to bullish bias here for pound dollar. Aussie dollar didn't do anything. It's a very, very small move for the day. So looking at our hourly, let's take a look. This is very, very choppy for the day. So no real bias here for Aussie dollar. So this is still range bound between 0.7810 and 0.7700. I'm expecting a range bound move here between these two levels. So neutral bias for Aussie dollar. New Zealand dollar here, this one is also at the top of the range. As we can see, this is a strong support resistance level. Price has respected this level many, many times here, and price went into this resistance and then failed to go through it. So at this point, this is neutral actually, and if it fails to go through the resistance, we're looking for a move back into the range in this case. So twice it has failed back to back, and as long as it holds below 0.7300, we're looking for a move back into the range. So first target would be 0.7230, and then we'll target the bottom of the range, which is 0.7130. So neutral bias here for New Zealand dollar. Dollar CAD here, this is also range bound. So in this case, same problem here. Price went into the resistance, into the top of the range, and this has been going sideways here for quite a few days. Price rejected the resistance just like it did, or the top of the range just like it did here, and now we are back in. So looking for a move back towards the bottom of the range here, towards 1.2025. So, and this is where it may turn again, so watch out for that. So right now, neutral to bearish bias here, targeting the bottom of the range at 1.2025. All right, let's take a look at our commodities now, starting off with silver. Silver is neutral right now. Price did drop yesterday, but it's back into the range. And now essentially we're looking for a retest of the high. But overall, I'm expecting a range bound move. So neutral bias here for silver, looking for a move between 28.20 and 27.50. So neutral bias here for silver. Gold here, this is looking completely neutral here. Price opened and closed at exactly the same level. So I'm looking for a retest of 1890. And if it holds, then this one can continue higher. But if it goes through the support, then we will target 1872. So right now it can go in either direction. It is looking very neutral at the moment. So neutral bias for gold. Oil here, oil looking bullish. And as we can see, price is making its way through the resistance. So next target is 67.80. And then we are into some important support resistance levels here. Should it go through, then we will look for continuation. And second target would be 68.40. So bullish bias here for oil. Copper also turned around here. It was neutral yesterday, so it went through the resistance. Now basically looking for a follow through here. So bullish bias for copper as well. Next target here is 4.68. So bullish bias here for copper. Watch out for a bit of a pullback. We could get a move like that. So bullish bias here, but after pullback. Bitcoin is struggling. It has held below this support resistance level we were looking at. So it held below 40,000. So I am looking for a drop here for Bitcoin, potentially through towards 33,000 here. So this was a critical support resistance level. So since it couldn't hold above 40,000, we're basically looking for a drop back down here. First target is 35,300 and then 33,600. So bearish bias for Bitcoin. S&P 500, this one is holding. It's holding above the previous support resistance level here, still trading in a very, very narrow range, but it looks bullish. So next target is 42.40 and then 42.50. So 42.50 is basically the next target. Watch out for resistance though. It's been in a very, very tight range. So if it fails here, we could see it struggle, but it is looking bullish. So next target is 42.50 for S&P 500. Dow Jones here, this is neutral. It is still struggling with this resistance here for the last 3 days. It hasn't been able to break through the resistance. And if it fails again, we are looking for a drop towards 13,730. So neutral bias here for Nasdaq. And then Dow Jones here, this is looking bullish. Next target here is 34,800. And then of course we have the high at 35,000. So bias right now is bullish for Dow Jones. DAX here, DAX is holding here above the previous support resistance level. It did try to go through, then bounced back, and we have a neutral candle, which means it could reverse direction and go higher. So next target is 15,600. So neutral bias here for DAX. For FTSE here, 2 days in a row, price has failed to go through the support. This is neutral here. which means we could see a turn. So bias is neutral, looking for a move potentially back through 7100. So neutral bias here for FTSE as well. Nikkei finally broke through the resistance, and now it opens up this move to the upside here. And in this case, the next target here is 29,000 and then 29,300. So bullish bias here for Nikkei as well. All right, so that's it for today. You guys have a wonderful trading day, and I'll be back again on Sunday with the weekly analysis. See you then. Bye for now.